Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I like to get straight into the reading for Libra. If you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. So go Libra to your left hand side, go to the bottom card. Now if you look at that, that's the lady with a lot of pentacles around her. That means finances is going to improve, but it's also maturity, the lady who's mature. So those who have got a little bit of wealth, a little bit of money around them, the older Libras, don't be afraid to spend that little bit upon yourself also. I feel like it's news coming about finances also, so there could be redundancies for certain Libras around. I know this won't be for everyone, but take out of it what you can take out the readings, leave the rest behind. But I do feel watch for redundancies, but watch for money. But finances is there, and there's news about money coming in. I do see you have to put your back to certain situations and go forward. So that relates to the cups. Now that means turning your back and looking in your directions, and sometimes it's pretty hard to do that, where you're turning your back on situations that you've long wanted to get rid of, but not had the guts to do so. But now you're turning your back and you're definitely moving forward, but you've got to look into certain things and ideas that you have got there, Libra, because there's lots of choices to be made in cups when you see them there. And lots of decisions, a lot of things that you're not seeing quite clearly, because I see the dark shadow within there, and it means making wise choices. There's going to be a lot to be made, but you've got to do them wisely and make wise choices. So look into everything before you do shoot off in that direction that you're wanting to do that, and turning your back to certain projects can be very hard as well. So it's about what you want to do. So take your time to choose, because the choices are there, and you can choose wisely because you've got a great head upon your shoulders. So making them decisions and choices, but do remember that when you get cups and you get so many choices, you can be spoilt for choice. So choose very wisely, leave the things behind you don't need anymore, and that is showing you that the cups are showing you choices are there, but leave some behind. I see that you're going to have to take some time out as well, because I'm reflecting you there. So it's like you've been through a battle and you've been through situations, but it's time to take, after you've made your choices and decisions, take a little bit of space for you in order to reflect on what you want. So it's a time of plotting and planning. And this is coming up for a lot in other readings. So it's me feeling that we're all taking that step into what our direction is taking us in, and we don't have to rush into anything. We've got choices, we've decisions. Take the space and the time to do this. But Libra also, I know we're plotting and planning there, and it's financially, we're looking at things, and we need finances to grow quicker than they are, but they won't. Remember, as you set your seeds, the plants will only come up in the time they need to do. So although you're keeping your eye on them, you're keeping your eye on your growth, that means keeping your eye on your pentacles, keeping your eye on where your money is. Take stock of what you've got, and just don't overindulge, right? Keep some money under your feet, but also take stock of what you do have, as it's flourishing, it's growing, it's there, it's slow, but it's coming into harvest. I feel the hangman is there for you also, to show you that sometimes you feel a little bit upside down with situations, but you've got to go inside and use your internal intuition, I would call this, because I feel that you're guided by that intuition. So I've got the hangman there for you to do some reflecting also. So I've got that twice again in this reading, which means take some time out, then reflect on what you want. Don't rush into anything, because sometimes you can feel a little bit upside down. But I want to try to tell you that things will start to turn the right way for you. So although you're dangling on that little bit of a string edge at the moment, I do feel that things will turn a corner for you. So Libras, that's where I feel like I want to go with you, turning your corners. You do have a lovely king and a lovely guy in this reading. He's the King of Pentacles. Now he's got a lot of monetary sense. He's mature. He's worked hard for a living, and he's got a lot around him, and he'll share his wealth. So again, we've got that lovely structure around King and Queen there together. So there's a lovely couple showing up in Libra. So relationship-wise with Libras at the moment looks really, really nice. And I feel like we've got we're relating to the older lady at the bottom and the younger queen at the top. This can relate to mother and daughter, but you older Libras have got lovely daughters there, so you can see the Queen of Pentacles, very loving, very generous, and wants to share that with you. All knowledge within her that she feels like she wants to bring out. She wants to comfort and love everybody, just as a mother figure will. But I just also feel it's time that sometimes reflecting on wanting our life to go a little bit further, so wanting to bring new things in. Just be a little bit wary of friendship is around you there, because I feel like there's people coming back in, but they're only short-lived. I feel like there's a social gathering and people from your past, but they won't be hanging around too long. So I feel that love and affection there for you also, because I feel where Libras are, there's a lot of love and affection around here. There's a great news coming into you. I feel like that at the top of the future cards there, as we call them, the middle row, that is also news bringers. This page is a bring you news. Head in the clouds there. So if you've got some good news coming that you're going to have to lift your head up and you're going to be in cloud 9. So just remember this, it's kind of feeling that there's a big gathering coming. So whether it's weddings or invitation, because love and affection's within the card, 2 people joining back together. It's also got pregnancies in there. So we've got everything coming at one go for you Libras at the moment. We've got the good news, we've got the gatherings, the social gatherings, and we've got the Empress all showing up there. Now she's the nurturer and she brings life into the world as the princess. The Empress, sorry, she brings life into world. She's growth. She all the seeds have been set. She just needs to mature them, and that's how I see with this reading. Very mature, very life bringer. So again, expect news of pregnancies and fertilities in there. I do see the devil along there, and it can be overindulgence, but also it's again feeling tied and bound sometimes. But you know you can break free whenever you want with the devil. You don't have to be clinging in there. So it's breaking sometimes addictions that we've got into, or habits of forming habits that we've got there as well. Don't be afraid to walk out and step forward, because you can do this anytime you want. But sometimes you prefer to be chained together, and you prefer the devil, you know. So you have this free choice there, whether to walk or whether to stay, wherever that may be, whether we're talking about jobs and situations or we're talking about relationships, all in your hands there, Libras. But I just feel it's more about wanting to more indulge and, you know, be together, because it's a little bit of devilment that feels that it's coming out in you there. Now, there will be news about finances and good news about finance. I see that twice there in the reading. But so I feel the pages brings you news about finances, but money is going to be there to spend and create and what you want to do. So you're very down to earth where money and funds are concerned. And you could also be helping someone else put a little bit of money into their hands that just needs a little bit of support from you right now. I do want you to take note if you made your card behind, it's the death card, and that means closing doors and opening new. So where you see the old, it's the beginning of new. It reflects endings and situations, but it also shows you that there's new beginnings. So it's our rebirth card. So expect new beginnings to start, where the money will be there in your hands to do the things you've done and things you've planned on doing. I do feel very much back there's a lovely king by your side also, the King of Wands. Now that is also a guy with a lot of charisma here. He's got a lot of things that he wants to do. He's very intelligent, very intellectual, and will go a long way in life. And he does look after others and he supports others. But he could be a teacher or a lecturer. He can speak very, very well. He doesn't have to be a teacher or a lecturer to speak very, very well. But this is how he feels. He likes to talk. He likes to put on a show. But he does, and he's got lots of charisma. I feel the Ace of Wands is bringing new work into your hands. So watch where work begins, and it's all new and it's a start, because it's the Ace of Wands. So there will be news about money, but money and work will grow. So both things are in these cards, money and work-wise, all bringing you in. There's a lovely, lovely Queen around you. So we see that the Queen brings a lot of things to her. She's very wanting to nurture a mother at the moment in time. So we do have to watch for news of pregnancies very much so in these cards, Libra. We've got the Queen of Cups. Now, she kind of wants to spoil her because she deserves to be spoiled. She deserves to have everything because she gives back so much. She can be a bit emotional and smothering at times, but in a good way. She doesn't mean any harm by it. So again, sit back and enjoy the cups because she's lovely. Enjoy the Queen of Cups. She's around you there. The sun is also there for you now. That means going back to the sun and the sun coming out for us. Now that's brightening up. It's happy times and happy families. We can see everything's in there, and it's like we can have the good times and we're missing so much now, but here comes the sun and the happy card there. So there's a very, very happy occasion coming up for you, Libras. Something celebrating very, very much so. So new work, new beginnings, no money, everything in there. So that little bit of devilment is spoiling ourselves, can say, can't we? Now, I also want you to see the Judgment card. Now, that means you're rising up of any obstacles that's been in your way. Triumphing, it's all new, the beginning of things. So rising up again, everything. I love the golden card that comes for you there. It's opportunities where work is. Although we're stepping out onto this road, sometimes, you know, we wonder whether to go on this journey. Could we turn back? But it's telling you the opportunities there anyway. And it's giving you a golden opportunity. And it's also a good move because the Knight of Wands coming into showing you that move is very, very much on your cards. And it can also be property. So you could be looking at property. a property to buy rather than rent. I feel like it's like you want to go further and own that little bit for yourself. So it's the ending of old and the beginnings of new. So I hope you've enjoyed that read, Libra, and I will be back with you next week to post you another video. In the meantime, if you've liked the contents, don't forget to like and subscribe for me so I can put more videos out there. Thank you for listening.